Do you say that's correct?
Yeah, well, I try to be.
All right. President Obama's economic plan hasn't worked among African Americans. When you voted for him, 12.7 unemployment. December 2012, a month after you voted for him again, 14% unemployment. Up. Okay, hasn't worked. Income. Black income, $32,000 compared to white, $55,000. It's gone down under President Obama. Hasn't worked. So you basically said to yourself, I'm still going to support the guy, even though his economic policies haven't worked for African Americans and pretty much anyone else.
Why are you only seeing me as an African American, Bill? That
Because you
troubles
did
me.
cite it. You
I'm
did
an
cite
American.
it, though. No, I know that. But you cited it in some of your criticisms. You said, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the disengagement of the Republican Party from the minority community, blacks and Hispanics, troubled you.
The economic situation in the country has improved, but not enough.
Not for African Americans. Not for minorities.
I'm not speaking as an African American. I'll come to the minority part of my criticism in a moment. But we have seen a doubling of the stock market. The financial system has stabilized. The economy is starting to improve. I want to see it improve even faster and in a broader sense, so that those who are at the lower end of the economic scale, including African Americans, Latino Americans, and others, can start to come up. Ultimately, those numbers that you just cited are going to be fixed by an improving economy and an economy that's spread out more. And more African Americans will benefit, and Latino Americans, if they also get the education needed for the more demanding jobs.
You seem to be voting again on hope in 12 because we haven't seen an economic improvement in this country very much. And in addition, the big spending policies of the Democratic Party and the president have driven the debt, as you know, to close to $17 trillion, and he's the biggest spending president in history. But you said something very interesting. The education. We spend more per capita on education than any other country in the world except Switzerland. All right? So it isn't the money. But the money continues to flow. It's the discipline. It's the disintegration of the family structure. All of the things that the Republican Party and the conservative movement are emphasizing. Yet you have drifted away from them. And I'm saying to you, it's not about money and education. Am I wrong?
It is money and education, but it's more fundamental than that. Now, with respect to some of the things I've been saying, I've been critical of the party, is that I don't think the party recognizes the fundamental demographic changes that are taking place in the country. In one more generation, African Americans, Asian Americans, and Latino Hispanic Americans will be the majority of the country. And we have to educate those youngsters for the positions of leadership that they are going to occupy.
You don't think that's being done now?
I don't think it's being done adequately. And the important point I've been making is we have to understand that if you want these people to come to the Republican side, you can't have immigration policies that affect them in a negative way.
Okay, but do you believe in amnesty?
One more point. You can't have policies that try to make it harder for minorities to vote. I think one of the most terrible things that happened in the past election season is when we had a number of states that were going out of their way claiming there was outright fraud, when there really wasn't any fraud to be of concern to us, but we were doing things to making it more difficult for those people to vote.
I want to get very micro on this.